Hi guys, a couple of you keep asking to me how I reduce my under eye circles, so I thought of creating a video and hope it is helpful. So let's get started. First things first, I'm going to be putting a full coverage foundation on my face. It pretty much does the trick, and I'm going to do it on the cheeks, especially under the area where I feel I do have a little bit of darkness going on. I do not have very intense dark circles for sure, so it doesn't require me to work that much, but this step definitely takes away a little bit of darkness under your eyes, and you're able to get a much more even looking face. So you'll see that shortly. What I'm doing here is I'm just going to use one product, but depending upon how dark your under eye or how dark your dark circles are, you may want to add a few more layers for it. Now for someone who doesn't want to use that much product, I think this video would be helpful. Here I'm just using a full coverage foundation under my eyes where I had that little darkness, and just making sure it's all nice and even. So you see it did create an impact already, and the surface, or एक जो वो थोड़ा सा उठा हुआ एरिया था मेरी आईज के नीचे, those saggy bags are not as bad now after I have this full coverage foundation on, and the one I used was MAC. Now I'm going to be using the MAC concealer. This is such a great product, you guys. The only disadvantage of this product is that it has a pump and it doesn't let me take out less products. So एक pump में जितना भी निकलेगा is everything I have to use. And since I don't use that much concealer, तो बहुत सारा उसमें waste हो जाता है. You see, I got a drop of concealer there, and I might not end up using all of it. So what I do is I just put it back on the pump का जो भी nozzle होता है, where it squirts the product out from, and it tends to dry out. तो मुझे लगता है इससे product बहुत ज़्यादा waste हो जाता है. Now what I'm doing is and let me slow this process down a little bit so that I could explain you better. तो what I'm doing actually is ये जहाँ पर भी level नहीं है मेरी dark circle और my cheek, आप देख सकते हो कि वो थोड़ा सा raised है dark circles के नीचे. That is where I'm putting this concealer, जो कि light shade है concealer का, which is of course lighter than my skin tone. What we do in order to conceal and contour is basically, let's talk about concealing. जो भी हिस्सा अपने face का हमें raise करना होता है for the sunlight to fall flat on our face, we put concealer there. तो जैसे कि अगर आपके eyes के नीचे bags हैं, so right where your eye bags stop is where you're going to put that concealer, the lighter shade of concealer. And see, I had that product on the pump and it's now wasted. तो मुझे बहुत बुरा लगता है ये कि इतना expensive product है और it gets wasted like that. But yeah, तो here what I'm doing is I place that product, pegged it under my eye, जहाँ पर specially वो raised था, जहाँ पर I could see कि regular skin और under eye skin या dark circle skin separate out हो रही थी वहाँ पर. Now since this is very light for my skin tone, what I'm doing is I'm adding another color of foundation so it matches my skin tone a little bit more. ये शेड दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन शेड शुड स्टिल बी अबाउट 1 or 2 shades लाइटर देन योर एक्चुअल स्किन टोन, बट जो मैक वाला कंसीलर है आई थिंक दैट इज़ टू लाइट फॉर मी, इसीलिए आई एम एडिंग दिस निक्स का कंसीलर सो इट कम्स close to what my skin tone is but still remains light, जिससे कि वो highlighting effect दे. तो now you can see जैसे ही मैंने वो NYX वाला concealer add किया है, it has toned down the shade of that MAC concealer that I was using before. और अभी जब I'll start blending it out on my face, तो you'll be able to see so much of difference that everything is going to even out and my dark circles are going to disappear. पता नहीं ये क्या ब्लॉब जैसा मेरी आँख के नीचे हो गया था. आई वॉज ट्राइंग टू गेट रिड ऑफ इट बट इट वॉजेंट हैपनिंग, बट इवेंचुअली हट गया था. बट वेरी लाइट हैंडेड, वेरी सॉफ्टली, यू जस्ट गोइंग टू स्ट्रोक योर ब्रश on that under eye area and just make sure that you're able to spread the product out. तो आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो बहुत ज़्यादा जो एक शैडो सा क्रिएट हो रहा था मेरे अंडर आई पे, दैट बैग इज़ नाउ हैज़ नाउ डिसअपियर्ड. Actually, it hasn't disappeared. This is the beauty of makeup. It gives you an illusion that it has disappeared, and everything under my eye is flat like one surface, which it isn't. So basically, it's all about how the makeup gets reflected. जो भी area आपके face पे raised हैं, उन जगहों पर exactly आप concealer लगाओगे और उसके बाद उसको buff out करोगे. So it's going to even that surface out, and you will be able to get like a one flat kind of surface appearance. So I'm just struggling to get that blob away. I'm not even sure कि क्या था वो, but yeah, it looks like it has gone away now. So I can move to the next eye. I'd recommend doing this step before you apply foundation, because होता क्या है, the moment you add another layer of foundation, it acts as an additional cover to the concealer that you have put. So here as well, repeating the same step, making sure that I'm spreading the concealer evenly on my cheeks, और बहुत अच्छे से सब कुछ blend हो जाना चाहिए. There shouldn't be any harsh lines showing up, और आप खुद ही देख पाओगे कि there is a lot of difference compared to what I had going on before and after. Here again, I'm just making sure it's nicely blended and just moving my brush along my face to make sure it's all nicely blended and doesn't look like there are any harsh lines. After I'm done this step, what I'm going to do is, in order to set the concealer in and kind of just lock it in there, I'm going to use my MAC Studio NC42 Studio Fix Powder Foundation. This is the same foundation that I used in step 1, and you see I'm just pressing it under the product, or under my eye where I had placed my concealer product, and you can see it makes such a difference. एकदम से वो बिल्कुल set हो गया है, and it looks so much more even कि कोई harsh lines नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है कि कोई bags थे मेरी आँखों के नीचे, and it instantly lifts the whole look up. So I hope you find this video helpful in order to conceal your dark circles. Of course, if you have deeper dark circles, you can add in more product or add product that is more buildable. But if you like this video, click on like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Bye.